It took me only 45 days to hit $10,000 a month on Amazon FBA, and in my first 10 months, I made over $100,000 profit, but most new sellers crash and burn, and I don't want that to be you. Amazon FBA is a great side hustle or business to start in 2024, but it's not the get-rich-quick scheme gurus make it out to be. I'm gonna show you how everything works, a full A to Z blueprint. Let's get right into it. So to start off, there's actually a couple of different Amazon FBA business models. What most beginners actually want to get started with is actually the most expensive and complicated ones, primarily Amazon wholesale or Amazon private label. Private label is where you buy products from China, ship them over the States, and then create your own brand on Amazon. So you basically buy an unbranded product and create a brand. The problem with this is it takes forever for the products to actually get here from China. And when they're here, you have to create a listing, you have to run ads, you have to just try to sell an unbranded product people actually don't already want and aren't already searching for. And it just costs a lot more money to get started with. Or Amazon wholesale, buying products directly from manufacturers and distributors. The problem with wholesale is the lead times are really long, so it takes a long time for the products to get here, and the profit margins tend to be lower. What you should actually get started with instead, which is what I do, is called Amazon Online Arbitrage. Buying discounted name brand products on big retail websites like Kohl's, Walmart, and Target, and selling them on Amazon for a profit. This is way less expensive to get started with. You need a lot less capital, and it actually takes less time because you can go check out your local retail stores today or order products and have them actually to your doorstep ready to sell in just a couple days. No waiting for suppliers, no negotiating with suppliers, no running any ads, no creating any products, no buying stuff from China. Just nice and simple. Let's jump inside my screen and take a look at how to actually find and analyze winning products for Amazon Online Arbitrage. We can see this product is currently in the buy box for about $32 right here. So this is where we actually want to be as a seller right here, guys, is in the buy box. Luckily, the buy box rotates to different sellers throughout the day. So as long as you're priced competitively, you're going to end up getting the buy box. It's something a lot of beginner sellers worry about, for it's typically not a big deal. If you're selling products that actually sell quick, you're going to get the buy box here. So we can see this product's currently buy boxing at about $32 right here, right? And then we can see a lot of beginners think that you need a bunch of complicated and expensive software to sell on Amazon. It's actually the complete opposite. All you need is two really affordable product research tools, SellerAmp, which is our product research tool right here. And then you also are going to need the Keepa Chrome extension right here. Both these cost about $20 per month. If we take a look at this item right here, we can see it's currently buy boxing at $31.73 here, right? And SellerAmp actually takes into account shipping to Amazon, shipping from the retailers, typically free, right? Sales tax, Amazon fees, product costs, literally everything right here. So we can see in order to be profitable, we need to pay $15.67 or less for this product to be good. So say we go right here, we can see $15.67 right here. That puts us right about at a 30% ROI. However, we can see over on Dick's Sporting Goods, this product's actually going for $12.73, right? So if we go ahead and plug in $12.73 right here, after shipping, after fees, after sales tax, after literally everything, we're left with about $8 profit. So as a beginner, your product research criteria you want to go off of is under 150,000 sales rank, $3 plus profit per unit, 30% plus ROI. And then you want to make sure that not only does the product sell quick, which we can see in this case it does, it has a good best sellers rank, aka sales rank. The lower the sales rank, the better. You want to stay below 150,000 sales rank. We also want to take a look down here at the Keepa chart and make sure this product's actually been profitable over time. So Keepa is the other product research software you want to use. When you initially get Keepa, guys, it's actually going to show 3 different charts right here. I'd recommend clicking sales rank right here so you only see 2 of them. Specifically right here, Keepa actually tracks the performance of a specific product since it was added on Amazon. In terms of just your Keepa settings, you want to just have everything selected here that I have in terms of taking a look here, right? And basically, SellerAmp shows what's profitable today or if it's profitable today. Meanwhile, Keepa shows if it's been profitable over time, right? So the bottom Keepa chart here actually shows the competition on the product. So I get asked all the time, how much competition is too much competition on a product? Truth be told, it's all about the trend of a specific item. And that we can see this item is going up and down in competition. We know sellers are selling out here, right? And sure, it has 3 sellers, and a couple of days ago it had only 1, but that hasn't really affected the price here, right? And then the top Keepa chart shows us the sales rank over time and the price over time. So where we want to look is we want to make sure that the sales rank's actually been low over time, which we can see is totally the case on a SKU like this. And then we want to make sure that the buy box price has actually been profitable over time here too. And that we can see largely over the past, couple months, we primarily want to focus on the 3-month data when we're buying, low quantity stuff like you are here. When you find a, winning product at beginner seller, you typically want to test out just a couple of them, right? No need to buy 20 or 50 or just, allocate capital you don't need to be doing right here. So we can see this has largely been like $30 over long term here. So at $29.99, we're still nice and profitable on a product like this, right? Now, a listing like this has different colors, different sizes, etc. So I get asked all the time, how do you know what size sell best? Really all we need to do with that is think just logically to ourselves, what colors are going to sell best? The most neutral colors. This one's black and white, right? And then same thing with just most common size. So if all sizes are good, I probably want to test out all of them right here. And hard data in terms of that each specific product is going to have its own Keepa chart, right? So we can see this is the Keepa chart for this specific 2XL. Right here. And by the way, if you're ever interested in ungating any products to sell on Amazon, which obviously watching this video you are, right? I have a full ungating tour on my channel too. Not a big deal at all if you want to get that done and just get automatically approved in a ton of products as well here. So now, how do we actually find products to sell as a beginner? This is a huge mistake people make is they think the best way to do product research as a beginner is to go to random websites and dig through the clearance section. It's actually the worst thing you should do if you're a new seller. Instead, what you want to do is do what's called the storefront stalking method and look inside the storefronts of other sellers to see all the other listings they're carrying. And if they're selling something and has a low rank, the Keepa chart looks good, they're probably making money on it. And if they can, we can too. So what I'm going to do to find sellers to storefront stock is just start on the winning products we see here. And if you're looking to do this on your own, just start out the winning products we see in this video and other videos on my channel and storefront stock from there. Right, so now we can see all the different sellers carrying this product. So what we want to do is just open up these storefronts here. And now we're going to be able to see all the different brands they carry here. This is inside the storefront on SellerAmp. So we can see all the different brands they carry, as well as all the different categories they carry. And we can actually filter into those as we see fit. Right, so we'll open up some more storefronts. This was a product that didn't have too much competition right here. So we'll go to like the large, for example, here. Right, and we'll take a look at some of the other sellers here. But the cool thing is, pretty quickly, we're able to actually see a bunch of examples of the type of Amazon biz we want to have, right? Just a bunch of reviews, making good profit on different products right here. So we can just open up these different sellers here, right? And pretty quickly see tons of different examples of the types of products we want to sell, right? So for example here, right, we can see these are a bunch of brands that this seller is making money, right? Same thing with this seller, right? And this seller, for example, say we want to sell like Puma stuff. For example, we can just filter into Puma's products right here, right? Or Reebok, for example, right? Or Converse, right? Reebok stuff right here. Right now, we can see all this seller's fast selling Reebok products right here. So we can see sales rank's good on this, right? Low sales rank right here as well, right? 40K rank, 271K rank, a little bit higher there. Not going to look at that one. 11K rank right here. Looks pretty good. Right, so what I'll do is I'll just open up all these fast selling listings here, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and try to find these products profitable, right? So for example, 145K, that's cool, right? 13K rank, that's cool. And obviously not every item is going to be profitable. You're going to have to get comfortable, hopping around, checking out for different deals, etc. But the key is that because other sellers are selling these products, especially when we start factoring in coupon codes and discount codes and learning the different discount methods for these different websites, right, and discounted gift cards from Cardbear and Top Cashback, we're going to be able to find a lot more winning products from there. So for example, taking a look at these in a size 8 right here, guys, right, we can see buy box is at 80, max cost is at 44 on SellerAmp. Let's go ahead and plug this in on Google, right, and see what we can actually pick this product up for. So in this case, it actually looks like I don't see a match for this specific product at all right here, right? So probably going to pass on that. However, we can take a look down here at the variations tab on Keepa to see if any of these colors, like maybe the all white ones, like we can see in that Google search, are moving pretty quick and are expensive right here. So sometimes the variations tab will take a sec to load right here, right? We can see these all white ones right here, white with the metallic silver. These guys anywhere to be found here? Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it, right? So probably going to move on to a different product right here. But that's the cool thing is you can move these items pretty quick here, right? We can see 40K rank right here, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here to the variations or the Keepa chart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down here and take a look at the Keepa chart here and we can see good offer count movement, right? So we know this listing actually sells here, right? And we can see, right, looks like the price is a little bit lower here around like 80 as the past like 10 days, but we'll go ahead and look this up and see if we can pay 40 here. Right, we can see, looks like we're very off here. This person might be going to like outlet stores or something like that, right? You learn over time, some of the best ways to find deals right here. We can see Reebok right here as well. This listing looks like it sells a little bit slow, unfortunately, right? So there's not a ton of offer count movement on this, but we can take a look here on the variations and see if this guy actually moves, right? And that's the nice thing, guys, is as we go here, right, we can see tons of examples of other fast selling products to go ahead and take a look at, right, as well on all these different seller storefronts. It's like, all you really need, to make a couple $1,000 profit a month is like 20 to 50 products listed. And it's like over time, you can find a lot of those, right? So we can see this listing here at 85, good offer count movement. So I know this sells. I can see this one sells a lot slower, not as much movement here, right? We'll go ahead and take a look at something like this here. So we can see 85, gonna need to pay like 40 for this to be nice and profitable here, right? So we can see here, right? It looks like 75 here. This actually looks like a pretty good deal there as well. Let's see, men's, women's, 30 with code here. This is the right item too. Okay, if these white and gum ones, this probably works. Yeah, let's see. Just want these white and gum ones down. See if they sometimes, oh yeah, here we go. So we can see right here, right? So we can see size 9 here is up at 40, right? So let's see if that's actually a 50% code. This becomes really nice and profitable here. Let's see, right? 15% off the next order was that 50% code. Yeah, look at that. Okay, let's see. So occasionally, so it'll be a little bit confusing. Yeah, let's see. So 50% off of back. So we'll say that works, right? Which I don't really super buy that it will, but say it does, right? This becomes nice and profitable, guys, right? So we just want to take a look at a couple of sizes that are in stock here, right? So we'll check like an 8.5, for example, here, right? And if we're paying 30 for this, right, this is going to become nice and profitable and see. So no sales rank on this right here, but we can see, right, going for like 57 right here. Don't like that. That size 9 would have been really good. It was just out of stock here, right? Then we can see here, right, 50 doesn't quite work, right? So it looks like in this case, the sellers had rated the size that were good on this, and occasionally that'll happen on stuff like that. The size 11.5, boom, okay, winner, here we go. So if that 50% hits right now at $59.99, this listing's not good, but if we take off 50%, which we can do math and SellerAmp here, and just multiply this in, now this becomes good right there. And then we just want to make sure this listing actually sells well, which we can see, competition's trending down, price is trending up. That is exactly the type of Keepa chart of products I want to sell here. We can see price is trending up here, right? Competition is trending down on that bottom chart. That is a gorgeous example of a Keepa chart right there. So that's good stuff, right? Then we'll take a look at these as well, right? These navy slides, 13K rank. Makes sense these would do well here, right? We'll take a look down here at the variations, right? And we can see what's these navy ones going for. We can see like 25 here, right? We can see, looks like the competition is trending down over the past couple weeks here, right? So at 25 here, right, we'll go ahead and see. So we want to pay to be profitable. We want to pay like 12 or less or so right here, right? So we can see, right, we want to go ahead and pay, 12, 14 or less. So 12, 14, 30% ROI here. Let's go ahead and plug this in on Google and see if we can pay $12 or less and make this a nice profitable product. That max cost on SellerAmp is really important here, right? So we can see, plugging this in, it looks like 13 here on Puma website at $12.99, 13. We're not quite there, but I want to open this up and see if we can find an additional coupon from there, right? So taking a look at this specific item on Puma here, in the bottom of the corner of my eye, I happen to know that Puma's got another 20% off. We can see, we can sign up with an email right here. And now if we do the math in SellerAmp to plug in that coupon here, right, at $12.99, we go ahead and take off 20% from that right there. And now this becomes nice and profitable here. But it's nice and profitable today. However, we need to make sure it's actually profitable over time, right? And taking a look there, we can see on the Keepa chart, the past month, for example, here, right? Even though Amazon's on this, right? That's a huge mistake beginners make is they automatically avoid stuff where they see Amazon's been on it, or they see there's no sales rank, or they see there's no buy box. None of those are automatic disqualifiers. Take a look at the Keepa chart. We can see the price has actually gone up here. It's like 25, now it's up around like 28 and such right there. We can see some sellers have sold out. Competition's gone down as well. This is an example of a nice profitable product here. And just a little pro tip, guys, if the item is below 1 pound, we can see the weight here on SellerAmp, and above $20, it's actually going to be better to merchant fulfilled compared to FBA. Right? So that's where you ship the product directly to the customer rather than shipping off in bulk to Amazon. So you can actually test later and learn quicker. Not every item can be merchant fulfilled. However, I can see this listing probably can, being that other people are on that SKU. Right? So this is probably going to ship merchant filled, which is the FBM cost right here for like $5 or so. Right there. So this actually goes from like a 50% ROI up to like a 70% ROI. And there's other sizes for this product too. You would want to check the other ones as well. And this is now good places to storefront stock of as well. So that's the basics of online arbitrage product research, guys. You want to be doing the storefront stalking method, taking a look at what other sellers are carrying, finding their listings that sell quick, figuring out what websites carry those products, and then using those different coupon codes, like I mentioned with that 20% code on Puma, or discounted gift cards on Top Cashback and Card Bear, or some of those free cashback and coupon extensions like Capital One Shopping, Rakuten, Be Frugal, etc. So now we know how the business model works. We know how to analyze products with SellerAmp and Keepa. We know how to find our first winning products with storefront stalking. Now I want to show you guys how you actually send shipments off to Amazon FBA using Boxem, our Amazon FBA shipment software. So let's hop over to Boxem and create an Amazon FBA shipment step by step. So we're here inside my screen, guys, and now we're going to take a look at how to actually send products off to Amazon FBA using Boxem right here. If you used other Amazon FBA shipment softwares, you'll pretty quickly see Boxem's way quicker, way more cost effective, and just overall simpler and easy to use and modern, right? So you don't have to use any of the clunky and outdated softwares you might have previously been using, or it's way easier than Amazon Seller Central as well, right? And you can try Boxem completely free on Boxem.com as well as 2 weeks free trial, right? So shipment name, we'll call it easiest path video here. We can see FBA listing right here. We are adding FBM listing soon too. You can add in a ship from address as you see fit. If you're using a prep center and making shipments on the road, you can add in new shipping addresses as you see fit. Shipping method, most of you guys are just going to be doing SPD, small parcel delivery. Eventually, you'll do some big body pallets with LTL, less than truckload, right there. Packing type, I like to do case packed. Labeling preference, I like to use seller labels. And then box contents, a little pro tip. I love using 2D barcodes for box contents. That makes the process a little bit easier. And Amazon actually recommends when you're doing high volume that you use 2D barcodes right here, which are part of the upgraded Boxem plan. And I like to do print FBA box labels as you prep in Boxem right here. I like to list products above the buy box automatically using Boxem autofill pricing. It's a question I get all the time, right? And then once your inventory is checked in, match buy box price, right? And then I like to do the cost and supplier input right there. And we'll go ahead and create this shipment right here. Now we can see Boxem search is insanely quick. We take a lot of pride in Boxem being significantly easier to use and a lot quicker and more modern right here. Go ahead and enter in the slide ace, and we actually found Profitly right there. We'll go ahead and just hit new. You can do multiple products in the same box. You can list new products. You can replenish existing SKUs through Boxem as well. Right, and then we'd see the details of this product, the offers, and we'd set different pricing if we want to right here. And then we'll go ahead and hit add product as well. We can enter in buy cost right here. Let's say our buy cost was about $10 right there, right? And SellerAmp already factored in tax right, so we would actually add in tax. It'd be like probably like $11 depending on where you live here, right? Total quantity, let's say 10 units or 20 units just for sake of example here. Quantity per case right here as well. Supplier, we can go ahead and put Puma right there. You can enter in your different supplier. Date purchased here. Go ahead and add that in right here. And then we can see our custom SKU right there that shows our buy cost, supplier, and date purchased right there. And then we'll go ahead and hit add product and we'll keep it moving here. So now we'll go ahead. So we could do multiple products in the same shipment here. In this case, we're just going to do one because we found that nice profitable SKU during the video, which you guys probably storefront stock off of. Then we'll go ahead and hit confirm shipment right here. And now we can print out our FN SKU labels, which are going to go over the barcode or on the poly bag, depending on what Amazon requires right there. So these FN SKU labels, you can just get them on Amazon. For FBM, you actually don't need to use these. You actually don't even need to put the packing slip in the product, or you actually don't even need to put the packing slip in the listing for FBM. You literally just like slap a shipping label on the package and send it off. But for FBA, you do need to be using the barcodes or the FN SKU barcodes right here. Right, and now we're going to use the box and bulk sign. So no more dragging and dropping like other listing softwares do here. All we need to do is designate our number of boxes. Let's say 2 units per box, 10. Total number of boxes, 2. Dimensions, let's say 19 by 16 by 14. You'd enter in whatever you need. You can do multiple boxes if you want, different types of box, different sizes, different configurations of units here. Right, and then so let's say weight, $10 here. And we want to hit save and print FBA box labels. And now we have our FBA box labels that go on the boxes next to the shipping labels, which we're going to get in a sec, right here. And then we'll go ahead and hit continue right here, and we'll actually process this data off to Amazon right here as well, and finish up our shipment and show process data off to Amazon and finish up the shipment right here as it actually sends the data off to Amazon. So now we'll just go ahead and hit accept shipping charges right here, and then we can print out these shipping labels. We can see these guys are going to Pennsylvania right here as well, and go ahead and right there. And then now we got those FBA box labels. We could reprint the 2D barcodes if we wanted to. We could reprint the FNC labels if we wanted to, and reprint those UPS box labels, or both right here as well. And that's how you use Boxum for FBA shipments. And that is a full walkthrough of the entire process of getting started with online arbitrage. The easiest way, no wholesale, no private label. Focus on that once you got 20 grand in the bank, but online arbitrage is significantly easier to get started with. And that's that, the entire process of finding products, getting going with the business model, and everything you need, shipping products off to Amazon using Boxum as well. Hope this video was helpful, guys. If any of you guys are looking for direct one-on-one personalized mentorship for selling on Amazon, I'll leave a link down below in the description where you can go ahead and apply for my coaching program. If you're looking to get personally plugged into all my favorite coupons, tips, tricks, and strategies. You want to be around other Amazon sellers crushing the game. You want to come to our 3-group coaching calls per week, and you want to get one-on-one on Zoom and live source with me as well. Check out the coaching program application link down below. If you have any questions about the entire process of selling on Amazon, let me know down below in the comments. I'd love to help you guys grow your businesses. Subscribe for more, and we'll put some links up to other videos if you guys want more additional free content. See you guys in the next one.